So you don't think everyone walks around like in movies, constantly holding their weapon up and scanning their sector. That only happens in movies. You'll get tired quickly holding a weapon. Your arms will start getting tired, and when you actually need to fight, your arms will already be exhausted. What's it like out there? That's the dumbest fucking question civilians ask soldiers. What's it like out there? Fuck. Look, guys, there's proper gear. This is for active movement. These are the first and second layers. The first one is thinner. It wicks away sweat. The second layer has this kind of membrane. Sweat passes through the first layer, and here it evaporates, so you feel very comfortable. The third layer is a fleece, like a jacket. Also a good thing, especially when it's cold. But just walking around in it alone, it doesn't really protect you from the wind. The fourth layer is this soft shell. It's made from denser fabric and also has a bit of mini fleece inside. See, it's good for rain, like light rain. You can still use it. The sixth layer is more for heavier rain or very strong wind. It protects you from that. And the seventh layer, the one I'm wearing, it works in -20, -30, -40, so for seriously low temperatures. To dress properly, it's better not to use all 7 layers like people think, that you put on everything from the first to the 7th, because you'll be walking around like a fucking idiot. Instead, for example, like I'm dressed now, first layer, second layer, plus combat pants, a combat shirt, and the 7th layer. The specifics of going first, you are responsible for almost everything. You have to watch where you step, because nobody removed the mines. Moving along the road is also dangerous, because you're exposed. There could be an ambush on the left, an ambush on the right, or an enemy vehicle or some kind of transport could suddenly drive straight at you. From my own experience, I started assembling my gear. For example, let's start with my plate carrier. In 2022 and 2023, I was a driver on an L200. I set up my gear so that most of it is in the front and on the sides. This is Warrior Assault Systems. It's a British thing. I ordered it through a buddy in London. This is already my second one because the first one burned. Good thing not with me, of course. Triple magazine pouch, there are scissors, there's multi-tool, because I'm an engineer. The multi-tool, of course, Leatherman, I recommend it to everyone. This one is special EOD gear for engineers. There's also this small groin pouch, there's a ballistic insert inside. I also have an additional pouch on the back with extra medical supplies. It's time-tested because more than once I provided first aid to my infantry brothers. I have tourniquets here, bandages, hemostatic gauze for wound packing, CAT tourniquets, patches. If we move in a column, for example, if there are several of us, we all move step in step. Why do we do this? If we leave a lot of footprints, the enemy will immediately notice us, and they'll be able to count how many people pass through here. My medkit is here on the side. It's detachable. Before a mission, I remove this Velcro, and if I need it, I can rip it off with one finger. There is a special restraint to take fuckers prisoner. There are additional magazine pouches, and also a pouch for various small stuff. I keep different batteries here that I need. There are chem lights in different colors. There's also a pouch for navigation. You open it and can see what you need to do. And the rifle. Obviously, without a rifle, you are not a warrior. Another cool thing I have is the war belt. Of course, a universal holster for any pistol. This is my Glock 17, plus an extended base plate for 4 extra rounds, so the magazine holds 17 rounds plus 4 more, 21 rounds total. This is a butt pad. There's a ballistic insert inside. If there's an explosion or fragmentation, your ass will be protected. There's also this pouch, already used. You can see shrapnel marks. This is a dump pouch for magazines. I even use it to carry grenades. It unfolds. I also have another dump pouch, magazine pouches, and a pistol magazine pouch. And of course, the helmet. It has mounts for ear protection and night vision devices. I also had a flashlight, but I fucking lost it somewhere. You must have hearing protection. That's mandatory. Because any explosion can cause a concussion. A concussion is a really great fucking thing, honestly. You either throw up immediately, or in a week, or in a month. And additional equipment always includes night vision binoculars, or dual-tube NVGs, so I can navigate at night. Since there's snow and frost now, visibility will be very good. That means at 150 to 200 meters, you'll be able to see everything and hear everything as well. You can also put on a camouflage cloak, wear a camouflage suit, and move in it. Your weapon must also be camouflaged. These fucking flashbacks. Fuck them. I don't know if the camera can hear the plane flying, but it's not pleasant. I just remembered 2022 when those fuckers were flying over us and dropping bombs. It was completely fucked. And the last time in Toretsk, I was twice in the same building that they wiped out with glide bombs. That was also a very unpleasant situation. Yeah, about boots. Like I said, it's all individual. These are winter Belvilles. They're more practical and they're used by the American Army. They're soft, they're nice, like a teddy bear for my daughter, you know? You just grab them and hug them. I didn't have winter Lovas, but I do have MK2s, like Zephyrs. You can use them, but they're stiff. Yesterday I was walking in -20 and you just start clicking because the sole freezes and turns them into plastic. It's hard to move in winter because walking through snow is almost like walking through sand. And your tracks in the snow can expose you. We can also track the enemy by their footprints. You can see where cargo vehicles moved. These tracks show where they went earlier in the morning, and the tread pattern shows the direction. It's somewhere that way. Socks. You need to pay a lot of attention to socks. For example, here are Miltech socks. See, they're long, like stockings, almost up to your balls probably. But I don't really like Miltech, because they feel like plastic, and you won't be comfortable in them for long. Here are others. Oh, look at this. Holy shit, what is this? Where do you even put this? I'm curious. Is this for Nokia 3310 maybe? The old believers know. Fuck. I mostly use these MTAC winter socks. They're proven. I'm wearing them now. Do not think that if you wear winter socks but you stay in one place, everything will be just fine. Any boots, any gloves like these. Yeah, they're nice. They even have special anti-frostbite cream. You put them on and feel comfortable. For stationary work, you can sit in them, but you'll still gradually cool down, and your body will redirect blood flow to vital organs instead of your limbs. That's when you start freezing. There's also a cool thing, a buff, like I'm wearing, or this special balaclava from Frog. Fire resistant, it doesn't melt or burn, and it's soaked in a special solution so it doesn't stink. Why wear a buff? Not just for interviews, but also because almost 80% of heat escapes through your neck. If your neck is exposed, you'll freeze us very quickly. I can't wear this under my helmet because I have a big skull. Fuck, you understand? And then I can't fasten the helmet. But you should always have a fleece hat. Because like mom says, you should be fed and wearing a hat.
А мама не каже вдягати баф, то що більше всього тепла тікає через шию?
Mom says to kill Russians.
Так, я вибачаюсь.
Yeah, sorry. Fuck. I've gotta pick up my kids from school. For fuck's sake.
Бля, як я можу...
Fuck, how am I gonna pick them up now?
Поїхали забирати? Ну, типу, якщо треба забрати.
Fuck, I forgot. Shit.
О, ти я про дітей забув.